Hi, Al.
Hi, Christopher.
How are you doing today?
Doing okay. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, how are y'all?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. And there's Nancy and Ken.
So how is Sadie doing?
She's doing better, I think, but she's got 4 more days of antibiotic regimen and that soft, bland diet. But she had a regular BM this morning. But
Yay!
Raymond
Yeah.
said there was still some pink in it.
You're gonna get her on some probiotics, aren't you?
Yeah, she's already taken it probiotics. Yeah.
Good. Hi, Gianni.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Gianni.
Happy Friday.
So everybody that clicks on here with video has to respond to agreeing to be recorded. Is that what you all saw too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I did send Kitten and Lou the link, and I said we had the capability of recording it, but we'll have to ask them when they join us. So Doug, when you introduce them, if you would ask them, otherwise I just will ask Rebecca or Michelle from church not to put this up on the web, because there's no way that I can shut off the recording, I don't think. So,
Okay.
Why
Got
don't
it.
you-
so let's start check-in. So Al, you kind of checked in about Sadie. How are you and Raymond doing?
Raymond and I are doing the same. And as I said earlier, Sadie is, I think, better. She's got 4 more days of antibiotic to go and bland diet. See how that goes.
Good.
No diagnosis. Don't know what occurred. That's all.
That's okay. Christopher, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you. And today we received some swags. I got one for you and one for me, Nancy.
And Jeffrey.
Doug brought them over, yes.
One for Jeffrey.
And one for Jeffrey, yes.
Yay.
Anyway, they're on my front porch, so come over whenever you want.
All right.
Depends on weather. Doug and Ken, this is going to be the fastest check-in ever, guys.
We're doing really well. Aaron's really good.
How are you two?
They're doing fine. Just getting ready for Christmas.
Are you
Got the swag here.
in Coeur d'Alene, or
We're in Coeur d'Alene.
and so are you going to stay down there for the winter?
No, we're just here till Sunday, going back up, packing up, and then we're going to Seattle and then down to LA. We're driving because we're crazy. And my daughter-in-law can't fly anymore, so she's due in February. We're all going to be together for that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, check in every now and then with an email or something, okay, to one of us so that we can report how you two guys are doing on your trip.
Yeah, great. We're back just after New Year's. We'll
Okay.
go back in February.
Good. Johnny, how you doing?
Good. It's nice to see everybody again. The semester's wrapping up, so it's a little bit of a busy time, but I'm looking forward to some downtime after that. And my puppy's had a problem with her foot, and so we're going to an orthopedist next week. So hopefully it's not anything too terribly serious. Otherwise, things are good.
Good, good. As I said, this is the fastest check-in ever. Jackie, how are you?
We're great. That's it.
Thank you.
Jan?
Hi there. This is good. And I have to say, I have to leave at 4 because I'm still working and I have a 4 o'clock appointment. So when I saw the time, I can do the check-in. Flying up tomorrow to my daughter's on the west side to spend a week there. So that'll be fun. Other than that, just busy and glad to be here too. Thanks.
Good. Jeffrey, how are you doing?
Doing really good. I got a massage yesterday. I got PT today, so I'm feeling like I can manage myself around the house. My roommate's finally getting his new truck registered, so he's legal and all that.
Hello.
So, hi. So anyway, all's well. It's good to see everyone.
Good. And since we're getting to have so many, since we're getting so many joining us right now, could everybody mute unless I'm asking you to check in real quick?
Can you hear me though?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Christine, you're next on my screen.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. I didn't have audio a few minutes ago. I haven't done anything, just normal stuff. I don't like cold. I can't wait for sunshine, but I'm doing okay.
Okay, good. Pat, I know you've had a pretty rough time of it lately. How are you doing today? Pat?
Oh, hey, everybody. I wasn't sure. I didn't catch the name.
Sorry.
I hope everybody's doing well. I'm better. I'm better. You know, I am rebirthing and beginning anew. Lots of challenges. I was reading today and it said, you know, when you birth something new, there's always pain. So I'm in the labor pains, but one day at a time, it's gonna be all right. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Let's see. One quick thing before we get do any more check-in. When Kitty and Lou join us, you might get a better view of them if you change your speaker view from the gallery to just see them. So that's just a hint. You don't have to, but you can see them better that way. Steve, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. You know, I just came back from, you will not believe it, I went to multi-care. My doctor invited me to play accordion for the Christmas carol. I was so moved. They really enjoyed it, and then I got video. They even sing with me, and I think I'm going to pray for Kaiser Hospital Providence. Just show my appreciation to the medical workers. I just came back from California a few days ago, so nice seeing everybody.
Good to see you, Steve. And Steve A, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I am officially a geezer because a charity brought me a lift recliner yesterday. And I think that qualifies me for geezerhood. So that's the big development in my life.
Okay then. May, how are you doing today?
I guess I'm doing all right. My sister paid me full amount, but then again, I had my cousin came last weekend to visit. Well, actually, he was what happened there? Actually, he was dropping off a load here, so I went and picked him up, and he was making some weird comments, and he was drinking a lot, and he was basically made like sexual advances without asking me. You know, he said everything he could, you know, without directly asking me, and I just felt violated. That was awful. But other than that, I've joined my voiceover thing, so I'm getting into that, and I'm taking some classes and stuff, and getting ready to start my journey on voiceover. stuff.
Good. Well, listen, if you need anybody to talk to, just send me an email and one of us will get back to you if you want to chat about that, okay?
Well, I've got my therapy appointment on Monday, so
Okay,
I'm
good.
all right there.
All right, all right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Rebecca, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, and it just occurred to me that that's probably one of the prices women pay fairly often. I found my hearing aid, and I found out therefore that I'm not really deaf, or I didn't have the hearing loss I thought I had, so I'm excited. I had a week of the hardest job I think I've ever had. Same patients, different company, and new systems, and about 10 times the buttons to push to get one thing done. And so I still have a bunch of work to finish before the weekend. So other than that, I'll get the hang of it, but just kind of cruise through it. So anyway, it's going really well otherwise. And Jan, I finally in the mail yesterday got the book, Tell It to the Beat. So I'm looking forward to reading it. So it's kind of good. The first 2 chapters really kind of get you going. So anyway, thanks. Bye.
Deb, I know you're here someplace.
I'm here.
How are you doing?
Hang on. I was just having a smoke. I'm good. Dave's good. I worked today. It was hectic, absolutely crazy out there with people ordering food. I had a visit from Lynn last night. For all those who know Lynn, and she's doing really well. She's just been she's hibernating. Her neighbor died of COVID. He went to hospital and 2 days later he died. So she got really upset about that because she was friendly with him. She's lost 60 pounds. So on the Victoza, yeah, so she's doing really well. It was really good to see her. Yeah, that's about it, I think.
Okay. One other thing, remember next week, we're going to do check-in at 3:45. Start check-in at that time since we have our guests for most of today's meeting. So we'll have more time to chat next week. We can actually take a breath as we introduce ourselves and say how we're doing. So Dina, real quick, how are you doing today? You're on mute, dear.
I'm doing fine. I chose to stay home most of the week. I just didn't feel like going out. I didn't want to deal with the snow Monday and Tuesday. And by Wednesday, it did melt. I swam for a little bit, but otherwise it's like, I'm home, I'm warm, I'm fine.
Good. Glad to hear it. And Gordon, how are you today?
Hi there. Not doing too bad. I'm actually almost all the way through my Christmas letter, which is about a month ahead of schedule. So doing good.
My Christmas letter usually goes out in about May. Yeah. So I thought I saw, okay, Hannah, you're on, I think you're just here on phone. Let me just check here. Come on.
There I am. Sorry, I have to unmute my headset and then unmute my actual personhood. But let's see. Here we go. Hi all. I'm doing good. Started the Victoza Saturday and feel a little different, but doing okay. Have some health concerns. So just, positive thoughts would be good. So that's about it.
Well, and as I said in that email, if you want to talk with somebody, despite this being so quick, just send me an email or give one of us a call, okay?
Okay, I will. And Deb did give me her number last week, so I'm going to give her my number too. So
excellent.
But thank
excellent.
you.
Yeah, you take care. We'll hold you in our thoughts. So, gosh, that was a go around that I don't think we've ever done so quickly.
You still got Don.
I don't see Don. Is he only on?
No,
No,
he's here.
He's there.
Okay, Don, how are you doing?
You're muted, Don.
I don't know. It's just his picture.
It may take him a while to figure that out. So Nancy, I'd suggest we just move on.
Yep. So we're doing well, Dale and I, sort of decorated. It's kind of like, well, you don't decorate much for Christmas when your kids aren't coming home. So it's just enough to make it feel a little Christmassy, and mostly candles. Anyway, anybody else got something to share?
Me.
Okay, Mimi.
I was just going to ask Al, how's Sadie doing?
She's doing better, I think. She's got 4 more days of antibiotic regimen and the soft diet. But she had a regular BM this morning, but still a little pink, and still don't know what the source was. But she's doing better. Thank you.
So now,
If I could just toss in, I just looked at the weather report for this area. Looks like we may be having wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour later tonight. That's including Spokane, Coeur d'Alene. So be prepared, folks. Tad nasty out there.
yeah.
With snow.
Snow and
Are we
rain.
having a program today?
Yes. Jingle all the gay.
Oh.
And
We're supposed to.
yes, and they did confirm that they received the link. So
Bye, Jan.
yeah, and if somebody has to leave before the whole thing is over, just feel free to wave and sign off, kind of thing. I think what I'm going to do is take myself out of I'm going to go into my email just to make sure that there wasn't a problem. I see Doug, can you take over? Don is here, maybe have him check in real quick, and I'll just make sure I didn't get an email back from Kitten or Lou.
Sure.
He's sideways.
Don, you're, I think, there you go. How
I
you
wish
doing,
I
guy?
could straighten it out. I don't know how to do this. Can I click on it and turn it? I don't know. How do I reverse it?
I don't know, but I think at this point, if you would just give us very briefly how you're doing. And we have a crew coming in here. As a matter of fact, since they actually just came onto the screen, Don, if you would just watch and we'll get to you at the very end. How's that?
Yeah, I'll give you a quick rundown of last week and this week.
Thanks. All right. So we're gonna move on now, and Nancy's back. But Kitten and Lou, welcome. We are the LGBTQ plus seniors of the
wait a
Inland
minute, dear.
Northwest.
You don't
It's
have to go to.
sort of a memory test to be able to say that, so we're not senile if we can identify ourselves.
Yes. Great.
And we are really, really happy and thrilled that you could join us today. I'm the guy who requested it, and to the rest of the group, and Kitten and Lou don't know this, but 2 years ago, Ken was going through radiation treatment in Seattle, and I stumbled onto a flyer for your show. So as a treat at the end of the process, we went to the show, and it was just this uplifting, take you out of your woe kind of evening, which meant a lot. So beyond that, I thought you were brilliant in your production. So really, really happy that you would be willing to join us today. And before I turn you over, I wanted you to know that this is being recorded. And if you're not okay with that, we will not put that out. But people who are here have agreed to be recorded.
Yes, I
Or
agree.
Process anyway. And that goes on to our is it Facebook feed? I don't even know, Nancy.
I'll get a link and send that out to everybody after Tuesday. So the easiest thing to do is please, everybody except for Kitten and Lou, mute yourselves so we don't get any feedback. And Don and Chuck will let you check in after Kitten and Lou finish, okay? So there'll be time later, but if everybody can just mute now, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, without much further ado, Kitten and Lou.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Thank you so much for having us. Yeah, we are so delighted to be chatting with you all and seeing all of your beautiful faces. And thank you for those lovely, kind words about the show that you got to see. It's hearing stuff like that. It's really the reason why we do it and why it means so much to us as well.
They're all muted. So.
Oh, everybody's muted.
We're all muted. Yeah, Ken and I are not muted, but go ahead. It's your show.
Tell
Literally.
you a little bit about the production and introduce you. We have some other cast members coming in. We'll introduce you to them. And then if y'all have any questions for us, we're happy to answer anything.
Yeah. So I will introduce ourselves formally first. I'm Kitten.
And I'm Lou.
And we are a married showbiz couple. We've been performing together as a duo for about a decade now, and individually much longer than that. And this show, which we are actually chatting with you from the set of our holiday extravaganza, Jingle All the Gay.
We'll take you on a full tour of it a little later.
Yes. This show here at West Hall in Seattle has existed in some form or incarnation for 13 years now. And it first started as a tiny little drag show in a small bar, the Wild Rose, which is actually one of the oldest lesbian bars in the country, as some of you may know. So the show actually first started as one night at the Wild Rose and just kind of was meant to be a sort of home away from home, chosen family holiday experience for folks who maybe felt estranged from their biological families or isolated during the holidays, as so many of us queer folks often do. And then over the last 13 years, it's just grown into this amazing full production here at West Hall, which is also a queer-owned venue on Capitol Hill. And now we get to share this with hundreds and hundreds of people every year, and it's really, really special.
Yeah, it really started out as a group of queer performers who were like, oh, we don't want to go home for Christmas to our parents. Let's make a show and be with our chosen family. And it's just really grown from there. Y'all come on up and join us. Just grab a chair and pull it in. We have some cast members.
Some of our other cast members.
This is Woody Sticks.
Hello.
And this is Tito Benito. If y'all want to introduce yourselves and say where you're from, please feel free.
Yeah,
Who you play in the show.
Let y'all switch in.
Oh, sure. I'm Woody Sticks. I'm a comedian and dancer, and I lived in Seattle for 10 years. Now I'm all over the place. I'm originally from New Jersey, from Atlantic City.
And I'm Tito Bonito. I am currently from Los Angeles, California. I'm also a comedian and dancer. And I also, I grew up in Miami, Florida.
And so our current cast is really from all over the US. We have cast members from New Orleans, from LA, from San Francisco. Where else? Is that everywhere?
I think so. I think that checks all the boxes. Some of them are New Orleans via St. Louis. So it's really kind of all over the place. And also the cool thing about this cast is we have cast members who've been in the show for a decade plus years. And also some cast members who this is their first year in this production. So it's a really fun mix of old timers and new timers. Yeah. Let's see, what else can we tell you? We're like what, 7 shows into this run? Is that true?
I think tonight's number 6.
Oh my gosh.
We're not even that far in.
We're 6 shows into our run, and we
7,
have
maybe 7.
Means we've got like 10 more shows after this. So far, this past week, we've just been doing one show a night, but tonight we start our double show weekend. So we'll do a 7 o'clock show tonight and we'll do a 10 o'clock show tonight and tomorrow. So we're all kind of gearing up for that. A year off of performing has changed our stamina a little bit. So we'll see how we all feel.
Yeah, last year with the pandemic, we weren't able to do the show live. And so we created a virtual version that was a combination of footage of the live show from 2019 and some sort of new stuff from our living room we added to the show. And so because we started doing that and we sort of gained this virtual audience, we are also doing a virtual production this year that is a streaming version of the live show, and it actually becomes available starting tonight. So we'll share that link with y'all if you're interested in tuning in.
You can watch it together as a group too, I think. Is that possible virtually?
No, I think you would just have to like press play at the same time. That's together.
Yeah. Technology is not my strong suit.
Do y'all have any questions for us? If you want to unmute yourself and ask us anything, we're happy to answer.
Maybe as they're doing that, could you tell us a little bit about the production? Like what do you actually do? What is the show?
That's a great question. So again, the show has evolved over the years. And when it first started, it was just like a fun little drag review at the Wild Rose. And now it is a full singing, dancing, fully scripted theatrical production. So there's elements of burlesque and drag and musical theater and comedy. And it has a little story about, you know, the meaning of chosen family and all that cute stuff. And yeah, it'll make you laugh and maybe make you cry and all that good stuff.
Yeah, there's 12 cast members and we all sing and speak and dance.
There's a full cast
We all
tap dance.
Tap dance together. It's pretty exciting.
Are you going to give us a little sample at some point?
Well, we're not in our full all together yet. Yeah, regalia yet. So
yeah, you can see we're kind of halfway in.
Yeah. But again, we'll share that link with y'all and you can be fully immersed in the whole production. But there's all kinds of fun characters. Woody Sticks plays one half of the Hanukkah Hero Action Force, and they are a pair of singing, dancing Jewish superheroes here to make sure that there's not too much Christmas.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right up my alley.
So I had a question.
Sure.
So you do this during the holidays. Do you have other shows during the year?
We do.
Do you do this other times?
We do indeed. The whole cast is we're all full-time performers. And Lou and I, Kitten and Lou, we produce several shows a year in Seattle and New Orleans. And we do a big Valentine's show. We do a big Halloween show. We do a summer camp themed show called Camptacular, which is very similar to this one in that it's fully scripted and has singing and dancing and all that stuff too. But and then Woody has solo show, like evening like solo work, and Tito performs all the time in LA. So Lola Vanella, who will be joining us shortly,
Feel free to grab a chair, Lola.
also produces shows in New Orleans. So yeah, we all stay busy. And obviously this past year was really hard for all of us because we were not able to be in live theaters. And so we all kind of figured out some virtual content, and some of us in New Orleans, we figured out a way to do some shows in our backyard over the pandemic. So we have a little makeshift theater in our backyard, and we did a little queer living nativity in New Orleans. So we've all got a lot of stuff going on and been trying to make it work for the past year, but we're real happy to be back on our home stages now.
Yeah, before the pandemic, Kitten and I actually toured pretty extensively. We had the opportunity to perform in Europe a bunch and in Australia. Especially we did a fringe festival there in Perth for many years. So it was a real shift to be all online, or like Kitten was saying, in our backyard. It was it was a little bit of a silver lining to have all of our amazing performing peers also be out of work, so we could do like an advanced production in our backyard. It was
like world-class performers.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm an Australian and you went to Perth. You didn't go to Melbourne or Sydney?
We have performed in Melbourne and Sydney.
What did you think of it? What did you think of Melbourne?
Melbourne is one of my favorite cities in the world.
Yeah, it's
Truly.
beautiful.
Beautiful
Yeah.
architecture, beautiful, like incredible arts and museums. We loved Melbourne.
And did you like the sidewalk cafes?
Oh yeah, all of it. It felt very,
Yeah,
it felt very European to me.
Yeah, it's just nice to see someone that has been there, because most of the people in the group haven't. And so it's nice to hear feedback from other people.
Well, they're making me miss Seattle. I moved here last year from Seattle myself, so it's like, I want to go back.
Well, I'd like to hear from, where are most of you based? Where are you all zooming in from?
Cheney, Washington, Spokane.
Spokane.
And North Idaho here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So this group has been in existence it'll be 4 years in February. And prior to COVID, excuse me, we were doing lunch out on the town once a month, a potluck once a month, and coffee and conversation with a guest from Spokane that was pertinent to senior groups, especially LGBTQ people. And then COVID hit and we didn't see each other at all for 2 months. And then the church where I go has a Zoom account. And so I asked those people that were attending, I said, do you want to Zoom? Because we could at least Zoom. So we tried it. And Doug, I think, said, hey, let's do this every Friday at happy hour. So here we are back once again. We got together once in August, I think it was. And then the variants started hitting over here, and too many people that aren't vaccinated, not in our group. We make sure they're vaccinated, but we just canceled a brown bag lunch for tomorrow, which was sad. So we're really glad you're here, because I think the group could use some Christmas holiday cheer.
Oh, we are delighted to be here with y'all.
It's our specialty.
Yeah, one thing that I really love about the show that's unique to the show to our other productions is that our entire cast and crew are all queer. So it's an entirely queer cast and crew, which is a really special little showbiz family to get to work with.
Everyone from the spotlight operator to our stage manager. It's a really special little family. Oh, we have another cast member joining us.
Yeah, Lola, you didn't introduce yourself either. Why don't you two both
Yes.
introduce yourself?
My name is Lola. I live in New Orleans. I've also been to Melbourne, and I also thought it was my favorite city in Australia. And I perform full time with Kit and Lou a lot, with all the people on this stage a lot. And yeah, before the pandemic was traveling everywhere, and now I'm just living my best gay life in New Orleans with my best friend here and with other amazing people. And yeah, it's easy. What are we saying?
Just introduce yourself. Say who you
Hi,
play.
I'm Jeezy. I play Little Lord Leroy. I play their child. And I also live in New Orleans and moved there from Chicago and just rapping and tapping. Yeah.
Are we going to get to hear anyone sing while we're here?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna let the people who are really good singers sing a little,
Lola and
sing a little
I
something
are
for
the
you.
musical theater duo in the show.
But that doesn't mean that they're also not musical theater people
This is
in the
true.
show. It's just that me and Woody happen to play the most over the top musical theater duo for sure. We're just ridiculous.
They do a really, I don't know if you've ever heard the song, We Need a Lot More Christmas, I think originally from the musical Mame, is that true?
We need
Yeah,
a
so when
little Christmas.
He a little
Yeah,
Christmas.
need a little Christmas right this very moment. Yeah.
So they do a parody of that song called "We Need a Lot Less Christmas" because they're the Jewish superheroes and they're like sick of all the Christmas
Perfect.
bombarding them all the time. And maybe we can get them to sing just a little snippet of that for you.
You know who does a mean Barbara and Bet? It's this one.
Yeah, I grew up when my mom loved Barbara Streisand and Bette Midler, so it was pretty amazing that I get to play a character who also loves Barbara Streisand and Bette Midler, because that was my mom's dream for me, was to live a life that was sort of like Bette Midler's life. My mom was not gay, but man, she really loved the gay icons, you know. But yeah. Are we supposed to sing?
Yeah, why don't you just give us a little
Give him a
something?
little wind beneath my wings.
Yeah,
I'll
give him
come
a
in
little
with
wind
you.
beneath my
You want to
wings.
harmonize?
Yeah.
Be gentle with your
Yes.
Okay, we'll sing. Well, we sing a little piece of "Wind Beneath My Wings" in the show. Okay, and I sing it to Woody because we love each other in the show.
It's true.
My best friend. Okay. Did you ever know that you're my hero?
You're everything I wish I could be.
I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings.
Warm up.
Bravo.
A little snippet.
That was great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We needed that.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever travel to East Washington to perform?
Yes.
Recently, we were in Twisp.
Twisp.
We were in Methil Valley.
The Methil Valley area.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Okay, twist.
Wenatchee East?
Yeah.
It must be because we're all the way west, right?
Yeah. Right. So we've done the Methil Valley. Mhm.
We mean really east, like Spokane East.
Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah.
We haven't made it that far yet.
You know what? We did get booked one time at the university in Idaho, but that was for a lecture, not really a performance. But that's the furthest east. But you know what? I feel like it's bound to happen at some point. Start putting the feelers out there. Tell East Washington they need some gay showbiz people to come descend upon the zone.
Yes. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, an appearance at 9 or at the Globe would be fabulous.
Ooh,
Yeah, the Globe would be perfect.
Is that in Spokane?
Yeah.
Is that one
Two
of
our
those
gay
beautiful
bars.
historic theaters?
No.
Like no, it's not. I feel like all those historic theaters are always called the Globe. Yeah.
How about the UU? I've done concerts, I've produced concerts at the UU.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a nice stage, piano, good sound system.
Listen, we're not big. You give us a stage, we'll do our thing.
We'll work on it. That's a deal.
All right.
Do the rest of the group have other questions, comments they want to put out there?
No, yeah, I don't have a question, just a comment. Make us laugh. We cry enough.
Nothing says comedy like an on-demand request.
Thank you very much.
That's an on-demand request. And I got the age to back it up.
That's right. You're justified.
Make me laugh.
Lou, do you want to drop the link in the chat so that they have it?
Yeah.
We're going to just drop the link to the online streaming show for y'all in the chat so that you have access to it. And I guarantee you it will make you laugh at least a few times.
You will love it. It's so funny. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you cry. It'll make you say, what is going on?
So I took a picture of that and I will put it up, excuse me, send it out via the email list so everybody can have access to that, okay?
That's fabulous.
And what time tonight?
Tonight, we're doing a show at 7 o'clock and at 10 o'clock.
And
But
this
the
is
On-demand
link.
available anytime.
The on-demand link, though, you can watch anytime at your leisure. Ooh, we have one more cast member joining us right now. He wants to say hi. This is Markeith Wiley.
Hello.
And they play the role of Mr. Package, our friendly neighborhood delivery person.
Oh my God.
Well, please don't hesitate to let us know if y'all have any other questions before we go finish putting on our makeup.
Okay.
How many in the total cast, approximately?
This cast is 12 performers.
About 12?
12 performers, yeah. Yeah.
When is your last show in Seattle?
We
For
close
this
on
run?
the 18th.
Okay.
Yeah, December 18th.
December
is the last show.
18th is the final show of this run. And then half of this cast heads back down to New Orleans and we'll do our queer living nativity down there for Christmas week.
That sounds
So Ken and
awesome.
I, excuse
Baby
me,
Jesus in that one. And
said
I'm the
Ken-
mom, I be the Virgin Mary.
Very original.
So it's in this show,
Now-
Kitten, Jeezy's mom, but in the nativity, I get to be the mom. Yeah, you get to be the baby all the time this year.
And in the nativity, Kitten and I play Santa and Mrs. Claus because they were there too, right?
Yeah.
So if you have other shows during the year, you must have a website where we could access your schedule, right?
Yeah, definitely. If you go to kittenandlou.com or follow Kitten and Lou on any of any platforms, if you're on Facebook or anything like that, then we're always keeping it up to date with what we're doing and where we're going to be and what shows are happening.
Perfect.
You on TikTok?
We're not on TikTok.
Well, some of us are. Kitten and Lou are
Kitten
not
and Lou
on
are not on TikTok. we haven't branched out that far yet.
Yeah, Tito and Woody have very popular TikTok accounts.
Yeah, you can definitely follow them.
Good.
well, Ken and I are really lucky. As a Christmas gift, we've given 2 other friends tickets to your show on the 17th. So we're gonna come over and we'll be in the audience. So we're and are you doing 2 shows? I didn't realize that on the 17th.
Yes.
We are.
A 7 and a 10.
So I think we have the 7 o'clock tickets, but I'm gonna have to look at that. Good you brought that up.
Double check.
You have the senior time.
Yeah.
Isn't that the truth?
There's not a lot of us who can stay up that late anymore.
Well, you need to go put your makeup on. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that Doug thought about inviting you to cheer up our December, or once again, hunkered down for COVID days. This group is so inclusive that even though I'm straight, born that way, they include me. So, and I love them all dearly. So
That's important. We love our allies for sure. And we
Well,
actually
thank
have,
you.
we
Thank
have a
you
ton of
so much.
allies. Oh, thank
Excuse
you
me.
all. This
break a
was so
leg
lovely.
tonight, right?
Break a leg.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful to meet you all.
Listen,
Good to
guys,
see
thank
you.
you so much.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Happy holidays. I love it. Okay. Take care. Thank you again. The rest of you go ahead and stay on, okay? And we'll do a little bit more check-in, all right? Bye-bye.
I think a few people joined us.
That was really lovely. Go ahead and unmute yourself, but let's try number one, not to talk on top of each other. Poor Chuck was having trouble. He couldn't hear any of that. So, which was unfortunate because it was nice to hear their story. So go ahead and unmute if you want to. You don't have to.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah, because my screen keeps saying my internet connection is unstable and it's very glickly, glick on my end.
Sometimes
we can hear you.
Sometimes, Pat, when that happens, if you leave the meeting and come back in, sometimes that'll help stabilize it. It might be that the wind is picking up already and causing some issues with.
I'm gonna try that because it's really bad. So I'm gonna try.
Well, you got Comcast Infinity.
Yeah, Xfinity Comcast.
Yeah, well, I just lost my connection. That's why I was gone for about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I had to reboot. Okay, but it's okay now, apparently.
I'm gonna go out and come back because I'm hearing every other word, you know. Okay.
Go ahead.
Look for me later.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's a good thing I took a picture of the chat because I don't know how to save it. So I
right click
will,
on it and put it in your web browser.
well, but then I can't share it with everybody.
Yeah, you can.
You know, we thought we were doing really well, May, when we learned how to put ourselves, not mute ourselves when we're talking. So.
Oh goodness.
When I save the chat, it just goes to a file on my computer under
really?
documents or whatever. And then you can go back and cut and paste and do
Yeah.
whatever you want to with it.
Right.
You can click on it and put it in a Word document.
Yeah, you may have to search for the file after you save it, but
right. Yeah. So did is Don still here?
I guess I am, dear.
Oh, there you are. Do you want to do a quick check-in?
Okay, first of all, I'm sorry that you're not able to see me because I'm upside down if you do see me, and I'd rather you see this cover picture here, cover one. Anyway, my week's been pretty good. I had my friends call me that I haven't heard for a long time. And of course, we're doing real good at CCP. But last night, I had to go to the hospital because my back was just paining me too much. And the relaxer wasn't doing anything. I mean, it seems like the mutation of that pain went so much as to not allow it to do. In other words, it was stronger. So they discovered that I need a new medicine other than this gabapentin and the Tylenol 3. So, but of course, Tylenol 3 seems to give some. So anyway, we've been decorating here quite a bit, the trees, so on the residence. So, and I want you to know this, everybody. If we get something going, like a little group like you got, or a big group, it's going to have to be on my part because I'm going to so much stuff to get it going with the UU Corvallis. They want me to jump through 5 loops to get there. You got to agree to this and so forth, and it's got to raise so much money for the church. I said, oh my goodness. Look, I make a good, generous donation every quarter, you know, and it amounts to 4 times a year. So I shouldn't have to go through that. So I'm going to get with Nancy and see if she can just put it on me, on my bill, or, you know, whatever it cost me a month or so. I would probably like to do a 45 minutes one, but if we can bump it up to an hour, so please. Okay, I'll let somebody go now. I'm sorry.
Okay. Take care.
I just wanted to mention that since we had several new members, I put my name and address and email in the chat. So if any of the new members wanted to contact me, they could. And I live in the kind of near Shadle, and I think Pat, you live near Shadle, don't you?
I'm actually in the valley.
Oh, you're in the valley. Oh,
Yeah.
somebody lives. Some of the new people live near Shadle. Maybe it was the two young ladies that came last time. I think they lived in near Shadle.
But I can get to Shadle.
Well, I live kind of like by Joe Albee, but anyway, I just wanted to, if any of the new members wanted to contact me, I wanted to put the information there.
Pat, did you get your Facebook thing sorted out?
Unfortunately, not yet. There's been some tragedies that have happened. My mom passed away about 10 days ago, and about 3 days after I met you folks. And there's just been a lot going on. Gianni, I think was his name, had offered to help me, and we just have not quite got together yet, but it's in process. It's in process. Thank you
Sorry
for asking.
I'm sorry to hear about your mother.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss, Pat.
Life is in session, right? She was 90 years old. She had been in a nursing home for 5 years. So if anybody's ever been through that, you know, you're happy they're not laying there in diapers anymore, but you're sad because, you know, I mean, it's just a plethora of emotions, you know. If I hear a song, I'll burst into crying. If I hear another song, I'll start laughing and dancing, you know. It's just weird. But I'll be in California for a month, so I'll be Zooming with you guys from there for a while when I get down. Yeah.
And I did send you an email from Gmail. Did you get that?
Who's talking? I'm sorry.
It's Johnny. I did send
Oh,
you.
Jenny, there you are. Yeah.
Hi.
Did
I
I
sent
respond?
you-
Did I respond? I did respond.
yeah.
Yes.
Not that I could see.
Okay. I will respond. Thank you. I definitely got your email. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Yeah. I didn't see you in that corner there.
It's all that light that is surrounding him.
It is. There's a glow.
Yeah.
Oh, Chuck keeps coming and going. So
Well, he's having trouble with his audio, Al. I think
Oh,
number
yeah.
one, he can't hear us, and then number two, he can't talk or something too. So as we all know, that's very frustrating when that happens. And what I can only suggest to everybody is always update your Zoom account. So that always helps. And they did have a new update, I think last week or the week before. I can't recall when. So since we
We'll
have more
have to
time, go ahead.
I was going to say we have to do something to get that troop to Spokane so we can all go and watch.
Wouldn't that
Yes. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe even one of the universities that may have an LGBTQ
Alliance?
membership or on campus. Yeah, on campus. Maybe, you know, they could do something.
Maybe Gonzaga.
Yeah.
I produced women's
EWU
in the 80s and 90s. And we did some, didn't they say they do some kind of education? Did they do a lecture also? Yeah, we had, Del Rey does a whole thing on women in the blues. And we got one of the colleges to pay for her. I don't know if they have money anymore.
Yeah,
but
exactly. They have
you
the
know,
money.
basically, you have to advertise and sell tickets and find a venue and negotiate with them with what they want, you know, money and housing. And it's pretty cut and dry. I've done it a lot. So I, you know, we could figure that one out once we can start being out and about,
Yeah.
So, yeah, we could do that.
I don't know about the rest of you, but sometimes I feel like we're never going to be safe being out and about, and that's just really the way it seems to be. But at least we know with our group, we could be out and about in safe places because we're all vaccinated and willing to show proof of vaccination. Oh, I have to tell you, I did go, I wasn't here last week. I went to Seattle, and Dale and I and Jeremy and Brenda went to see the Van Gogh immersion experience. Oh my God, if you ever have a chance to go, it was absolutely fascinating, not that expensive. And I didn't realize there were 3 parts to the show, and you could go see his pictures of his pictures. Then there was this 3D immersion experience where the whole room was just Van Gogh pictures, just kind of pulsating around you and stuff, and onto the floor. They were projected onto the floor and everything, and up the walls. Well, and then afterward, there were, for $5 extra, you could rent those virtual reality glasses. And I guess we didn't do that because, I'm sorry, we'd already been there an hour, maybe even an hour and a half. And so we didn't have time to do it, but somebody else said that was absolutely fabulous. So if you're headed to Seattle, it would be worth it. And there was plenty of parking right there, which was amazing. So.
How did everybody stay away from each other?
What?
Was it crowded? Was there room to be 6?
Yeah, there was. And you had to show proof of vaccination. You had to wear a mask, so it felt safe. Lots of washing hands.
Good.
Yeah, my friend in Canada had 72 hours, otherwise you have to pay hundreds of dollars for these tests and whatnot. And she said she went and saw it, and it was absolutely spectacular.
Hey, Chuck, can you talk yet?
Knock, knock. Who's there?
All right.
Hey.
There he is.
Hi, Chuck.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. I called assist help, and they were able to get me the speaker back on. Who are those young kids that were in there?
They are the cast. They are the cast from Jingle All the Day.
Oh.
I'll send out the link tonight, or I'll send out the link after we get done via email. And
I just sent it to everybody.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.
Way to go, May.
Jingle all the day.
Jingle all the day.
Well, and I couldn't even hear them. I couldn't hear you guys either.
So what was the problem?
I don't know. I got my camera, I got my face up there. Then
You can actually, it's Doug here, Chuck. It is recorded, so you can go hear all that again if you want. But also, you can get a link to their production.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Which is streaming starting tonight, I think.
No, she said it was already streaming.
Already streaming, okay.
And you sent one to me too, right? Perfect. Thank you.
And
I just replied all.
And how are you doing, Chuck? Everybody else checked in, I think.
Actually, I'm doing just fine. Thank you. Nothing really to report. I'm trying to get some medical things straightened out. Looks like it's ongoing. It's going to continue on through into next year. But my main concern is just enjoying all your company for the holidays.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Good to see you all.
You too.
You too, Chuck. Did anybody get to see the AIDS quilt that was on display? I really hate I missed that.
Oh boy, I did.
Was it good? It was wonderful, huh?
It was beautiful, but I found somebody on the quilt that I didn't know had passed.
Oh.
So that was very difficult to see.
Wow.
But I ran into friends of Al's and Raymond, and sat with them and got my composure back. You wouldn't think after all those years that you'd see a name on there and didn't know,
Yeah.
but he was like a brother to me.
Wow.
So it was a beautiful gathering.
Yeah. I've never seen it and I missed it,
There's
unfortunately.
only two panels that were hung up, with about 4 or 5 or 6 people on the panels that were separate quilt patches. But if you was to gather them all, you'd have to open up the Coliseum.
Which we've done here.
Yes.
I went to the March on Washington in 1987 when they unveiled it on the Washington Monument. When all the
Wow.
speakers, Whoopi Goldberg and all the celebrities spoke it and said all the names. Yeah, that was.
I was there too.
You should have seen all the people
Who said that?
brought the original
Jeffrey did.
quilt.
Oh, Jeffrey was there?
Yeah, in fact, my airline shipped the quilt out.
Wow.
And I got to escort it out and got to be on the quilt to help with Kleenex, to pass out Kleenex. And because I volunteered, I also got to read a few names. But after we got finished doing the names, we had to go sign a poster, which we didn't realize at the time they were given to all the volunteers. And Harvey Firestein was right ahead of me, and I was backing up, and I stepped on him before he moved. And so that's my claim to fame that day. I stepped on Harvey.
Can I just say that for those of you who know about it, the Jules Helping Hands, they got a protest happening outside City Hall. They had to move a camp, which was going to be raided by the police of 50 houseless people. And they've given them tents, and they're all outside the town hall again, like they were when Alfredo was alive, if anyone remembers that. And they need support, just people to go down and talk and sit with them and maybe hand out gloves or whatever. I just thought I'd mention it. I can put the link in the group if you wish.
Go ahead and do that. Yeah.
That would be good, Deb, because you're breaking up and I can't hear what you're saying, and I wish I could. So if you put it in the link, that would be awesome.
Okay.
I'm breaking up. I've got a bad unstable connection, so I'm getting words every other word.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a quick question. 2 of our Fridays, one falls on Christmas Eve day and one on
New Year's Eve day.
New Year's Eve day. Are people going to want to be around and check in?
Yeah.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Yeah,
What
me
else
too.
are we gonna do?
So I'll just have her continue. Again, next week it's 3:45, but then we'll go back to the 4 o'clock check-in. And next month, Doug, were you able to get in touch with the guy to talk about fraud, or shall we continue to pursue for some people, or?
You should pursue that.
Okay.
My friend is a woman who I will actually see next week, so I will talk to her. My suggestion is to get somebody either from the state of Washington or ARP Washington who specializes in fraud to talk to the group. And then you, Nancy, had an attorney that you spoke with. I didn't know if she'd be willing to donate any time telling us what to do as elders with fraud.
Unfortunately, she died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She was 49, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
She had a clotting disease, and she had a massive heart attack in the hospital, luckily, and she hung on for about 6 weeks, but she then passed away. But I know that through Lutheran Community Services that they have a fraud expert as well that could maybe come. Long-term.
My suggestion is that it be somebody specific to Washington, because most of the people who participate in this group are from Washington.
Yeah, okay. I'll do some further checking then too, and maybe we could even have like 3 people talk with the group about it. So that'll come sometime in January. Meanwhile, if you get a notification from Amazon saying that that screen TV is going to Susie Q, no, it's not happening. It's not real. Don't respond.
I got one from, it wasn't Amazon, but it was like Land's End. Same thing. It was going to go to somebody else and it was some amount. So I called Land's End. They said, oh yeah, we're getting a lot of phone calls on that one.
No,
So they're different now. Right? Yeah.
Most of those.
I
companies-
got a text today. I don't know if anyone else got it. It was about for those of you, something like for those people who are not vaccinated and don't want to get vaccinated and you want alternatives to the vaccination, click this link or something like that. It said that if you're interested in staying safe without being vaccinated, click this link or something. And I was like, delete, block.
Well, I keep getting one from AT&T saying, you've paid your phone bill, here's a little gift for you. Yeah, right.
Do you have
Nothing on
AT&T?
Huh?
Do you have AT&T?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
But
okay.
it says, here's a little gift for you in the messenger. And I think, oh, yeah, right.
Yeah,
Gift for
right.
them.
That must be your cell phone.
Yeah, it
Every,
is.
every
because-
single company that
Yeah,
gets spoofed
AT&T.
has an address that you can write to called spoof at whatever, whether it's Amazon, whether it's PayPal, you can write back and forward that email to spoof at that company.
Okay.
I've been doing that for 7 different companies also so far.
That's good to know, Christopher. Yeah.
You know.
I always like it when I get the one phone call that says,
Yes.
there's a warrant outstanding for your arrest.
Right.
And I go, yeah, like really? I look like trouble, right?
Actually, my sister-in-law got that, and she went so far as to go out and buy the cards at Walmart to give the guy who was going to meet her at the courthouse.
Oh,
And it was the clerk who actually stopped her at Walmart, not Walmart, Walgreens, and said, "You need to talk to my manager right now." And he said, "Just tell me the story." And she did. She said, "This is a total scam. You're not the first person. Do not show up. Do not give them the cards." So that really does happen, and people really do fall for it.
Oh, yeah. You know, and I bet that the return address or the Google address for Land's End, Dina, was LANDZEND. You know, but it happens to everybody, or not everybody, but it happens more often than we know. And happened to Dale, and he was mortified. He was so embarrassed. Mortified, I think, was the biggest word I would use. And so it does happen.
Yeah.
We
My
got-
son from Vietnam, he was in.
Oh, Dina, you froze.
You froze.
Yay, it's not just me.
No.
I thought it was-
Al, can you talk? Because I know you were talking.
And I just say, I got an email indicating that
Got scammed out of
somebody
$2,000
was,
that his company paid.
We can't hear you, Dina.
Oh, you can't?
Oh, well,
Just a minute.
I mean, you were breaking up.
Am I still, you think?
Frozen.
Anyway, he got scammed and he knows everything. So
Yeah.
everybody gets scammed.
Al, what were you saying?
no, I got an email indicating that there was some problem with my checking account. Somebody was accessing it at Wells Fargo. The only difficulty is I don't have any accounts at Wells Fargo. I don't even have a credit card from Wells Fargo.
But
I
you
get
do Wells
ones-
Fargo
I
a
get
favor
ones-
by sending them the email to spoof@wellsfargo.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
get
only thing we
ones.
can do is report them.
Yeah.
I get one saying, your credit card needs help or whatever, and I don't have a credit card, so I know it's bullshit.
I don't want them to just get away with doing it. I want to make
No.
sure that they get turned in to somebody who's working on it.
Yeah.
Christopher,
Absolutely.
can you
Scam.
post a link for that?
For which?
for the spoof thing? Can you post a link for it?
Just type it down in the chat.
Yeah, because I won't
Okay, well,
remember.
it's whatever company you're dealing with, it's spoof at that company.
It's
Oh,
not
At
a link.
Amazon.com.
It's not a
spoof at
link.
PayPal.com.
Christopher is giving us an email address. You do spoof at whatever the name of the company is.
Right.
The real company.
Yes.
You don't send it.
Amazon.com, spoof at Amazon.com.
Yes.
Yeah, or whatever.
Or AT&T or whoever you're being spoofed,
Okay.
whoever's being spoofed.
Can
It's
you
the
just,
only
Christopher,
way we can help these companies.
Christopher, can you just forward the email to spoof at?
That's what I do.
You forward it. Okay. Yeah,
I forward it.
Okay.
I keep getting text messages, voicemails saying that they want, my loan has come through, but they need more information. It's like, I never applied for a loan, you know?
All we need is your checking account number.
Yeah, just need some more information.
Yeah.
Can you email that checking account number to us?
Yeah.
I think that I'm gonna get in trouble someday because I don't believe anything. And one of these days it's gonna be legal and real. And I'm just gonna say, that's a bunch of, I'm just gonna ignore it. So, and look,
It probably won't be legal and it probably won't be real. If you
Yeah,
think there's something wrong, there's something wrong.
And I just don't believe any of it. Any of it. I don't click on anything.
I know what we got to do, guys and gals. We got to get a police officer friend to go knocking on Rebecca's door, pretending to have a warrant and say, we've been calling you and calling you.
Nathan, let me call your supervisor. Are you real? Are you really a policeman? I'm wondering.
Just kidding, honestly. So next week or the next week, whenever, if you have a Santa hat, let's start putting on some Santa hats. Deb's going, no way, no how. Okay, put on your rainbow hat or whatever. Since we didn't get to go do Halloween or anything, so.
I was going to ask, has anybody seen that, I go to bed and I turn the TV on and there's a late night commercial for a Trumpy bear.
Oh, that was.
Is this something
Never
you throw up
seen
into?
that.
Yeah, I saw that on YouTube.
You saw?
Yeah,
Is it something that you throw
Trumpy
up
bear.
into?
I was so stunned. I sat there with my jaw dropped and I grabbed my phone and I started recording it with my phone. I got 50 seconds. I mean, you can order this stupid thing and it's just like, what the hell?
He sold that for 4 years.
He'll probably
Trumpy
sell
bear?
millions.
Yeah.
It's like, look, check this out. I got a little bit of it right here. I mean, let's see if you guys can see it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Trumpy bear.
Wait, hold it there.
Doesn't
Oh.
look like him.
That looks nothing like him.
It's got the hairdo on there. It's
Oh, I saw
Oh.
it. The hairdo.
oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Well, isn't it
Probably still
stuffed
millions.
with like an American flag?
1995. Oh wait, there he's waving at everybody. Oops. It's like,
Did you see?
Comes with a free My Pillow.
Well, did you see yesterday? That yesterday Trump was cursing Netanyahu.
Yes. Oh, yes. All
who
the
cares?
huge vulgarity. Mhm.
Yeah, he was effing the former leader of Israel because he had called and congratulated Biden without waiting long enough.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that was a while back.
And God, if we get Trump again as president, well, we're probably doomed already, but we'll be doomed again.
Well, we all got to get out and vote. That's what we all need to do.
You know,
Yeah.
the worst part of that Trump hair isn't that the commercial. The worst part is how many of those guys you think are buying them and then cuddling up with them.
Jackie, wash your mouth out with soap.
Well, I won't need dinner now.
I prefer to cuddle up with a real human bear, like a real, yeah.
Like a thinking one.
I'm just thinking maybe some of those Proud Boys aren't that proud. You know what I mean?
So on a nice note too, gas prices are coming down. Have you guys noticed?
Yeah.
Have you noticed? I've noticed that. I bought a new car that burns more gas, so I'm really thrilled.
Bye.
Bye, Christy.
Hi, Christy.
Take care.
I
And I
gotta go
suppose-
too, guys. I love you all. I'll see you next week.
Bye, Deb.
Is
If we don't see you all, Merry
Great to see
Christmas, Happy
everybody.
New Year.
Thank you, Gianni.
Yeah, you bet. All right.
Thanks,
Thank
Janet, Deb.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a good weekend.
Hey, Ray.
Nice to meet you, Pat.
You too.
Hi, Jackie.
Nice to meet all of you guys. I'll
Hi,
see you again
Jack.
soon. Hopefully we'll get together.
Nice to meet you, Pat. Nice to meet you, Chuck.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ray.
Ray was for.
Bye, John.
Okay, take it easy.
Nancy,
Yeah.
I enjoyed
I'm
the
not
show,
gonna be
really, I
here.
did. It was
Bye,
interesting
Al,
to see.
Jeff.
because I
Yeah,
have
I
my
wanted to ask
first
him, did they
swimming
ever come to
therapy
Portland?
appointment.
Okay. Just,
Yeah.
the rule is
So-
just join us when you can. So Hannah, we'll be
Okay.
thinking about you. Join anytime you can.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye all. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Ray.
Hey,
How are ya?
Nancy.
Hey, Gordon.
I'm okay. How
Oh.
you doing?
Good. I got a Christmas
Hey,
card
it's
from,
Jeffrey. I'm gonna work on this to get myself straightened out.
okay,
Thank you. How can we sideways?
get straight, but be gay.
He can't get himself.
The pressure off his behind.
He can't get himself straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
guys.
love you all. Take care. We'll
You
see you
too.
next
You too.
Friday.
Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye.